next hour. So the sports and edit the cinema. So let's go ahead and get into it. Usually it's Mandalorian day when it comes to the show because you already had a week to prepare of watching episode 2 and episode 1 to catch up tomorrow. This brand new show of The Mandalorian. And like I said in the last episode of the show that I was going to give the ending away of the first episode. And for those who saw that person, he kind of looked a little bit familiar. So we don't know if that is Boba Fett himself, which probably not because we know how he perished in Return of the Jedi. But it never show how, what really happened. It just show him falling in. So we don't know yet. He could have done the move that Mando did in that episode to escape, but we don't know. Or it could be one of the clones. So we'll find out down the road in the series. But I think it's going to be a good page turner. I think it's going to be a good little. I don't know. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for something just to pop off of this show. And this past episode of episode 10, chapter 10, I should say, The Passenger, I liked it. You know how they always have the episodes in between the main storyline of the. I really enjoyed this one because you got to see a lot of classic puppeteering when it comes to Baby Yoda or the child. Because I loved it. It takes me back to my childhood when like Jim Henson or that his puppet shop and how they look so lifelike, and with today's technology and how they can even look even more lifelike. I mean, most of the stuff you saw, the scenes you saw of Baby Yoda running was puppeteer work, was somebody controlling that puppet. And seeing what he does throughout that episode, especially when it comes to the eggs, I rather enjoyed it. And Mando stuck to his word as they always do, and how with this passenger, because as of right now he wants to find more Mandalorians to get information to help Baby Yoda get to his people. So I enjoyed chapter 10. Josie, did you see the episode yet?
Yeah, I watched it. I made sure to watch all of it and actually remember it this time. God damn, that fat motherfucker. He just kept eating those.
He did, dude. And no.
Literally an endangered species.
Yes.
Like, what the hell, Baby Yoda? You fat bastard.
Where does it go?
Where does it go?
Where does it go?
He's eating like fucking little popcorns right there. You just slurp them down.
Yeah.
And where's he keeping them? I think he ate one at the very end of the episode, right?
Yeah, when they all fell asleep,
yeah,
he snuck one.
Where the fuck?
He snuck one in at the last moment.
Where's he keeping that?
I don't know. I didn't even know he had pockets. I thought it was just a robe.
Yeah, exactly. That fat bastard.
I mean, it was kind of cool how he got the first one out using the force to get it.
Bring that ass over.
I know. Yeah. He turned around and looked. Oh, no one's looking.
And what a bad parent.
Speaking of no one's looking.
What a bad parent. Like, you didn't even those are your children.
Yeah.
Let them just sit in the bottom just by themselves.
Right. Unattended. And then, she's in the pool chilling and they're just there.
The pool thing was a whole different story. Let's. Okay, so first of all, I guess I can understand. She's like a frog or a lizard.
She's a frog, yeah.
Whatever the fuck. She needs to stay warm, and that's a nice hot spring. And then you bring the children in there and you just dump them in there. Sure, it all makes sense. But why don't fucking tell the Mandalorian, you dummy?
Say something.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid had to come and I love how he's talking. Like, he's trying to talk. He's interacting more with Mando, Baby Yoda. It's good. I love it.
He's fucking shit up.
Yeah, he's really wrecking,
causing a lot of headaches. I don't know if I heard this from you or from somewhere else, but they were talking about the Mandalorian, and they were like, "The show's good for as limited as it can be because you can't really bring people back." From main storylines, you can't kill someone because then they might be needed somewhere else. You have to get a lot of clearance to do stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it all ties into to every Star Wars storyline, even to the cartoon of the Star Wars. I mean, you saw the black saber coming out at the end of the first season in the last episode. So and that's from the cartoon. So and a couple of the characters, like I said before, are coming from the cartoon into this live action show of the Mandalorian. So yeah, it's all tied in, dude. It's all one big universe when it comes to Star Wars, and this takes place 5 to 6 years after Return of the Jedi, after the Empire is pretty much destroyed. So,
Well, I don't understand. So you said it's 5 years after that stuff. So I guess the Jedi's hadn't been back for a long time, but Luke did his thing, I believe. I think I'm right there. So how does the Mandalorian not know what the fuck the Jedi's are?
they're just an ancient race, you know. He doesn't think he's a Jedi yet. He just knows that he can do these certain powers or these certain things. You know, they still say the Force be with you is because that, that's the way of the Jedi and it's still the Republic's way. So he doesn't know that he's a Jedi. We don't know that there's Jedis out there, although there were some glimpses of them. So as I thought in the trailer, aka Sasha Banks, the boss, playing a Jedi, I think, in the show.
Shout out to Sasha Banks.
We might see her down the road pretty soon, a couple of episodes.
I have a slight crush on Sasha Banks. It's none of my business.
No, it's none of my business. Can't talk about that. I get in trouble. So yeah, I mean, it was a very great episode. I like how everything was. We get to see some spider space ice spiders, right? You can say freaking huge arachnids, and he even ate one.
Yummy,
dude.
Apparently.
Exactly. He smelled it. He tapped on it. He was like, "Okay, it smells good, tastes good." Just ate it up, and then next thing you know, brothers and sisters was like, "Hey, you ate my brother and my sister," and Mama came out, and she was not happy. But it was cool. I liked it. I like the flight. I don't know if you would call that scene the flight scene when they're all flying through space and everything like that, using that old hunk and junk as they call it. But it was a great episode. I can't wait for tomorrow to see what it is, and I can't wait to talk about it next week. So pretty much that's it when it comes to that on The Mandalorian, when it comes to the film room.
I know Ari Gold watched.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she did it.
I know she watched. I know she'll be ready for next week's discussion.
Let's make a bet. Maybe she'll find out.
She'll never know. She'll never know we even said this about her.
No, she'll never know. But this, we do know. It's official. It's been breaking news since 6 hours ago. But when it comes to the MCU, I'm so happy that, we thought we were going to get it on Christmas, sometime in Christmas, but we're getting it for the new year. I'm still excited about it. So we're getting WandaVision January 15th, streaming on Disney Plus. So that is going to be the next original series for Disney Plus, and it's tied into the MCU. We know this. We know it's going to go into the multiverse. We know Doctor Strange might make an appearance, but we know that Wanda will be in Doctor Strange's movie. So who knows? We don't know. But this, y'all probably don't know. Did you know that this show was literally filmed in front of a live studio audience?
No, I did not.
The scenes where you see like a little old sitcom, you seen the trailer where they have the old sitcom sets and all that stuff. They literally shot all that in front of a live studio audience. Old school. But this is Marvel. Hush, hush, quiet, right? Why are you going to invite these? I don't know who they were, but these are literally audience people who are huge MCU fans. Dude, they literally had to sign their life away because you can't say crap.
No.
And this has literally been under wraps, and it's been hush hush since they've been showing glimpses and bits and pieces of the show, and nothing has broke to the web real major or spoiler alert. So imagine what these people had to go through to actually see this. They don't know what's entailed or throughout this series, but they see it being shot and filmed, and they got to be quiet about
Could
it
you
for
do that?
like the next. I think I could.
I don't think you could.
I think I could. I say think, so I think I could do that.
You get your ass sued.
That's the thing. I don't want to get sued, but yet I want to be like.
So would you sign your life away, sign the NDAs, not be able to talk about it with anyone, including your wife, obviously, because she'll tell everyone. So would you sign your life away to watch WandaVision early?
Yes, I would. To see it and to basically not write about it or talk about it for some odd weeks, because you got to remember, it's going to be one episode each week, just like The Mandalorian.
What a drag.
So you can't binge it, people. You got to wait and watch old school.
That's not fun.
Yeah. I think it's fun. I think it's great. I like it because I'm like literally in anticipation. Oh, Amanda want to be an audience member. Yep. He knows me so well. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
There's no way. There's just absolutely no
Josie
chance.
knows you so well.
They would just hand her the suing papers like you've been served.
She'll be like Tom Holland or Mark Ruffalo just giving spoilers.
She'll be texting like as soon as she leaves. She'll be
like, oh my god, guess what I'm watching?
And then they'll just be like, can we have that phone, please?
They'll probably just they'll probably pat her down or something, but somehow she'll sneak something in there to.
We're not going to talk about where we would hide it, but.
But I'm excited, dude. Like, I can't wait to see this because this is literally the House of M coming to life, and the House of M is the comic book series of Wanda Maximoff creating her own reality, and this is what this show is gonna be. So I'm super stoked. I'm stoked, excited, and I just can't wait. January 15th can get here soon enough. This will be one of the brightest moments of 2021. So let's do this.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it to disappoint, and then.
You really think it's gonna be a bump, a flop?
I mean, I can't say any Marvel thing is a flop or a bust because they have a track record of hitting almost every time. But it would just be hilarious if they just flop this and we're like, well, 2021 off to a great start.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the only things that like people would probably think out of the entire MCU, probably the worst MCU films would be Iron Man 3, Dark World, Thor Dark World, and
is that the one with the red stone?
Yes.
Yeah,
with the Reality Stone. And probably people would say Ant-Man, but I don't think so. But the two films would be
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Some people did not like that one.
Yeah, some people did not like Guardians 2. I loved Guardians 2. I thought it was great. People just probably didn't like how they did Ego. But yeah, man. I mean, there's some people that don't like the films that they bring out. Some people love the films that they bring out. So, but sticking with the MCU, we finally got the actual set dates for the next 4 films that are supposed to come out in theaters. But we don't know what it tells when it comes to 2021. Hopefully, maybe we will be seeing something in the movie theaters because as of right now, most of the theaters around the country, around the world are completely shut down. And pretty much COVID is back up on the rise because people are not listening, wearing their mask or washing their hands or staying 6 feet away. So that's going to probably be put on the back burner maybe again. I don't know. But May 17th, 2021, we get Black Widow. The July 9th of that year, we're going to get Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings, which is crazy because actually that was supposed to be Eternals coming out in July, but they actually switched. And Eternals is going back to November 5th of 2021. And supposedly, I think we will be seeing Spider-Man 3 of December 17th of 2021. So Marvel is literally having 4 films come out of next year, which obviously they should because each film right now is literally being filmed, or Eternals is already wrapped and already in pre-production and ready to go, or maybe doing reshoots. We know Black Widow's been done for fucking years. So I think it's gonna be a great year for the Marvel universe, and these films are gonna knock it out of the park because everybody's saying, "Well, where are they gonna go from here?" You don't got Robert Downey anymore. You don't got Chris Evans anymore. You know, Cap's gone. Iron Man's dead. Where's everybody going? Here we go. We're gonna get some of the new people for the Avengers because there's a lot of ways they can go for when the next comes to the next Avengers movie. They can go Secret Wars. They can go Illuminati. They can even go Avengers versus X-Men because now we got the X-Men in the MCU. So, or they can even do, you know what, Hulk, a World War Hulk movie, and make him the bad guy because you know what Hulk is on a lot. He's always bulked up on supplements, bulk supplements, 5 to 10% off of your first purchase. The promo code of Pub Sports and check it out at bulksupplements.com because you know that's what the Hulk does. He's always bulk because bulk supplements get that 10 to 5% using the promo code of Pub Sports and go to bulksupplements.com. So, I mean, that's going to be a pretty good slate for that comes to the MCU. And then by 2022, we're going to get Thor: Love and Thunder and then Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm pretty sure all the MCU freaks out there are ready. I know quite a few of them. And they've been dying to see something from Marvel or for some studio besides Tenet, which only made $58 million and the budget was $600 million. So that didn't work.
Did you watch Tenet?
Good.
I have not watched Tenet yet.
You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, I'm not going to movie theaters.
I mean, it's actually coming out on HBO Max very soon and DVD in December. Yeah, they only it was only in theaters for a couple of times, man. I saw it on got to bootleg it.
Yeah, okay. Well, say less. Say less.
Hey, you got to do what you got to
Right,
do.
then you can rewind, because all the Chris Nolan films.
Yep, you got to.
Perhaps next week we'll talk about the Tenet. Who knows?
Got to
Maybe I'll watch it.
Pay attention to that. Another thing that happened when it comes to superhero world on the side of the DCEU, we got a little glimpse of a sneak peek of something from Zack Snyder of concept art for his cut of the Justice League. And all these stuff that's kind of been leaking out, I'm kind of saying, okay, all right, I see you. This is what they should have done in the first place. This is what we should have got, but we didn't. Because he's literally, I mean, I'm thinking that this movie is going to set up for another Justice League. And that Warner Brothers is going to be like, we should have done this all along, which I've said on the show, past shows. And they're going to be like, Plata Talks, man. Like, oh, shit, he made all this freaking money off of HBO Max, all these subscriptions, because that's how you're going to have to see the Justice League. It's through HBO Max. If you don't have it, you got to buy it. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. And then Justice League 2, because what he showed during this Zoom or whatever you want to call it for the podcast that he was on, he got out his cell phone and he busted out concept art of Martian the Hunter. And for those who know who he is, that's pretty cool. Like, we've been dying to see him, or I've been dying to see him somewhere or another in the DCEU. We got a glimpse of him on Supergirl, the show. So I'm pretty sure I'm eager to see if he does show up in the Justice League. Because this is why it keeps me turning, because all these people that he's bringing in, these are going to be new characters. Some of them. I mean, we haven't seen Darks in it ever. He's going to be a new character. Martian the Hunter, if he's in there, he's going to be a new character. And who knows where we go from Darkseid from there. That's what I'm saying. Like, this has potential to make another Justice League 2, maybe 3. Who knows, to catch up with Marvel. So it's there. I think it's there. And then when Warner Brothers and the Zex find out, well, fuck, he was right all along. There you go, man.
I don't know if you said this already, but when does the Zack Snyder cut come out?
It's supposed to come out next year in the summer. They haven't had an exact date yet. But it's probably gonna be early summer, I think, if not probably around August.
This is the worst.
Well, they got to do reshoots, man. They gave them $35 million to do freaking reshoots.
But I feel like we've been talking about the Zack Snyder Cut for this whole year.
We have.
And
Oh, I mean, it got worse because of COVID, but I'm just saying we have all these movies. We literally have been talking for a year or two. But yeah, we have, dude. That's just what happened. Everything got halted, man. You know, we just
it's
happened.
the Zack Snyder Cut. It's the next Marvel movie, and it's the next Game of Thrones book. Those are all the three things that just seemingly never come out.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yep.
Terrible.
And we don't even know, because even for Wonder Woman, it's supposed to come out in December, but that might not even come out because there's theaters are not open, or they're just saying, you know what, fuck it, throw on a VOD. So I mean, we'll just see where it goes from here, man. We'll just see where it goes. Makes the world go round. Well, that's gonna be pretty much it when it comes to the cinema side of the film room. Like I said, we always try to edit the cinema. So now let's go ahead and tackle that sports. Let's go with the Spurs first, and then we'll go ahead and go into the NFL.
I'm
finally talking some Spurs basketball on this show.
Finally,
Spurs
are doing something like worth respecting.
Yes, and I don't know if had you seen any of what the rumors are going about with the trade when it comes to the Lakers, something like that.
I've heard some Kyle Kuzma, DeMar DeRozan, Danny Green conversations.
I have too. If you were the GM of the Spurs, and anybody who's out there listening right now, let me know, what would you do? Would you keep DeMar and LaMarcus, get what you get with the 11th pick, and see where you go? Or would you trade both, get picks, future picks, and where would you trade them to? Who would you get them, and what? Go, Josie.
The DeMar Lakers trade. You can call. I'll drive DeMar to the airport.
Yeah, I think that's a good trade.
No problem. I mean, Danny Green.
I mean,
sure.
we know what we can do.
He's just salary filler. Kyle Kuzma, he shows flashes. He can't play defense, but maybe Pop will break him and teach him how to play some defense.
And plus, when you got the best shooting coach in the game,
yeah, he's a decent shooter. He could get better. I mean, the real thing would be just teaching him how to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's a small forward, probably not a power forward anymore.
So does that mean you keep LaMarcus, or he's he gone too? Say
no, trade him all.
What would you trade LaMarcus to?
You know what? Let me hop on the NBA trade machine. But the Golden State Warriors.
I kind of think that's tempting too myself. I mean, they're pretending. What do they have? The second overall?
Yeah, they're the second overall pick.
And then you would Tremont. And a player.
I would say no. I wouldn't even want a player. I don't care. You don't have to give me a player back. I would just. I mean, they would have to probably do it for salary reasons, but I would. I mean, I don't think the Warriors would do this, but a second round pick or the first overall pick, the second overall pick for LaMarcus, I'd do that, no problem. But I think the Warriors are looking to get the youth going, So LaMarcus makes $26 million a year. That's pretty crazy. It would be Wiggins and the.
You think they'll let Wiggins go?
Well, I mean, it's the salaries match up.
I mean, I think so too. Yeah, I kind of agree on that, but
the salaries match. They would have to if they wanted LaMarcus, that's what they would have to give up.
Yeah, getting Wiggins, and that's in the what? Taking the place of DeMar, right? And then, so you're gonna have Wiggins, you'll have Murray, you'll have like almost a 3 set.
I mean, if you technically have Kuzma, I guess.
And yeah,
I
mean that's a pretty big. That's a pretty big small ball lineup right there. I think. I mean, Wiggins is pretty lanky when it comes to his arms. Kuzma has that athletic ability to pretty much jump out of the building.
Yeah, I just don't think the Warriors would do that. I think they're probably going to end up picking someone unless they get a superstar for that second overall pick,
which would be
like Bradley Beal.
Who?
But I don't think they would.
Isn't he a free agent?
No, he's on the Wizards still.
So on the Wizards, is it last year?
I think he has 2 more years.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, he has 4 more years. He's locked up.
Oh, he's locked up. Oh shit! Well, then you got to freaking match that contract then. I would go. So you're getting ready to pretty much both superstars, and then getting the future.
I mean, I'd trade all your veterans. You know, there's no point in having them really, unless you think they could like teach the players a thing or two.
Patty
But
can be up on the trading wire too, man. I
yeah,
say send him to
Patty's 12 million.
Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Patty's 12 million. He's a bigger contract, so he could definitely be a
shit.
good.
Who
And he's not
knows?
terrible.
Who knows? They might be in the Sweet Six for Giannis if they can get rid of all this cap.
No,
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 no.
no.
I'm just saying it's a
He's not.
possibility.
He's not. He's not a. There's nothing here to appeal him, unfortunately.
The banners do.
Yeah, there's no one to help him get another one.
You never know. Murray could be that guy.
I wish he was. No, 12,
It's a
12
possibility. I'm just saying. We're just spitballing here.
Yeah, if we're trading Patty Mills to let's say the Bucks, maybe we take. I don't think they'd trade DiVincenzo. Maybe we take an Ursan Ilyasova.
Ooh, I like that. A big man that can shoot.
I mean, he'll be traded too at some point, but him and DJ Wilson, maybe get close to there and you get to see what happens. But it'd be tough. Be tough. He has a big number, but I'm excited for them to do something. They're active, at least they're trying, which is nice. Something you don't see from the Spurs nowadays.
Yeah. Something that you hardly rarely see. I mean, usually they keep everything in house, and it's very rare when they go after pretty much a big free agent or make a big move. Last thing was pretty much getting Lamarcus, and he hasn't done crap. So I would. I mean, I would actually, yeah, I would get rid of. I mean, if DeRozan wants to stay here because of what he did in those 8 games in the bubble with those youngsters, it would be his team. But like I said, he wants a ring. The best chance would be to the Lakers. Kuzma, bring him over, and I guess Danny Green. I guess, but I don't know who else is affordable from that Lakers team who would be better to come with Kuzma other than those two players, which is Kuzma and Danny Green. So, and then when it comes to LaMarcus, everybody's saying Golden State would be the fit because how they spread the floor. He spreads the floor.
He's just old.
That's all he can do. He can't post up
No
anymore.
defense.
No defense. Yeah, he's not that LaMarcus that he was in Portland. Even people think who go back to Portland and reconnect with Hillard. Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, they've got bigs, and plus, what are they going to trade?
So I mean, granted, Tim Duncan did all that work and rehab with him and whatnot. Who knows? We know Timmy's not going to be on the bench this year. I will hope Becky Hammond would be the second in command, who she would be the associated head coach. Damn, fucking Henry is a monster. We're gonna get into football in a minute. Sorry.
He's a large human.
Yes, he is, man. Yes, he is a freaking damn defensive lineman running at you.
Would you want from the Portland Trailblazers? Would you want like Trevor Ariza, Rodney Hood, Nazir Little, and maybe like Mario Hazonia?
No.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. The best would be
there's nothing there.
Would be Golden State because of what they have in that number 2 pick. And then you still have that number 11. And then, of course, you get what you get for the rounds. But yeah, I think that would be the best bet is Golden State. Granted, I don't like it, but it is business.
It won't happen either.
I think he might stay and DeRozan might go. I think they might pull that if that traded rumors are true with LA and stuff, because you got to remember the draft is on the 18th. It's next week, dude. The draft of the NBA is literally next week.
The Lakers also don't have people on their team. It's an issue. Like they don't have.
No, they don't. They don't have anybody.
No, like LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. Kuzma.
Yeah,
he's
Danny. One of the few people. Danny Green's one of the few people on their team. They still have Quinn Cook, Alex Caruso, and that's about it. That's literally it. I mean, they don't even have Anthony Davis on their squad right now just because of he's not re-signed yet.
Yeah, well, he's
Paul
going
Pope,
to.
Bradley, JaVale, they're all gone. Rondo, everyone's gone right now. Mm-hmm. And by the way, even if we wanted to do this hypothetical trade for Kuzma and Danny Green, they have to add $6 million more dollars in contracts, and that would be like their last two players on their roster, Quinn Cook and Caruso, who they actually like. So they have to sign another player for like 6 million ish, and then
I mean, I would love to have Caruso. I mean,
they won't trade him. Though.
yeah, Caruso is going to be a Laker. Like that's
And it's weird. He's not good, and they won't trade him. He's not good at all.
and just what he possesses is just those intangibles. You know, the grittiness.
He's
like
the team mascot.
I guess
He's
so.
the team mascot. He's the new Dellavedova. So,
Well, I mean that's what could I think if this happens. I mean, next week we'll find out who would be the new Spur. But
we can sell ourselves on another draft pick who probably won't be that great.
there's not that really much in the draft this year. There's not really that pretty much big names.
No, there's not superstars, but there's some quality players.
I mean, there's some quality players, but there's not like those players that you've seen in not this past draft, but you know what I mean. Like there's not those several players that can really help a team out right away and stuff like that. Of course, most of these players coming out are pretty much development. But of course the 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to start right away. But we'll just see where it goes. I am really hoping that Becky Hammond really becomes the second in command. Like she becomes the associated head coach, because once Pops get tossed, there's going to be history in the making on that day. So, and then she's like I said, she's been having all these interviews and stuff. Like she didn't really have that many this year, but the year before and the year before that, she was just getting these interviews. So people do want her or interview her. I guess they have, that's like the Rooney Rule for the NFL. I don't know, because she's the only pretty much assistant female head coach in the league that really does that type of work. So, you know, we'll just see where it goes. I just hope that really happens. So, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get to them sports, more sports with the NFL. And right now we actually got the Colts and the Titans going on right now. It's actually a pretty good game, dude. Like 10-10, Titans holding their D. As of right now, though, it looks like the Titans are about to score. They're actually on the goal line, but I think the Titans are still going to be coming out of the NFC South, and they might be one of the top teams in the NFC in the AFC, dude. Like they might have something they're working with Pittsburgh and Baltimore and Kansas City, just like how they did it last year.
Yeah, I kind of think that the Titans are frauds.
Tighten up. Oh, touchdown. Was that Smith?
That is Johnny.
Woo! Fantasy points that I need because my team is sucking.
By the way, I think you've lost like 8 straight games.
Yes, thank you very much for bringing that out to the world.
8.
Yes, ever since Dak went down. I'm pretty much the fucking Cowboys right now. Or should I say the Jets?
No, they actually have not won any ball games, thankfully.
Okay, well, yeah, I have 2.
Yeah,
all because of Dak. Thanks. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yes, they do. But yeah, dude, the Titans, bro. I mean, old school football, running the ball. Can you stop the freaking defensive lineman in the damn backfield, which is Derrick Henry, the King Henry, as they call. But yeah, man, I really think these are the sleeper team when it comes to the AFC and with the other big three.
So. I'm a big Chiefs until someone proves me wrong kind of guy. Big Ben is always hurt.
Jay, what do you say?
Always hurt. Happy birthday, Jay. Apparently it's his birthday.
They said this is his birthday. Happy birthday, Jay Steele.
But Big Ben's always hurt, and Mason Rudolph is just kind of lurking back there, and he's not an NFL quarterback, but we're not going to talk about that. And then, you know, who else is there? The Ravens. The Ravens have flaws. It's just the Chiefs. The Chiefs are always there. They have the best quarterback to ever play the game in Patrick Mahomes, and their defense is serviceable, and Andy Reid's a good coach.
So already Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback ever.
No, I mean, it's
just kidding.
It's Brady.
His era, yes. His generation, yes.
Yeah, Brady's the best quarterback of all time, but just give Mahomes some time. Yeah. He's coming for that.
He's already a Hall of Famer in my book. So when it comes to the NFC, who would be your sleeper team? Because we know Tampa with what they got. Seattle is usually always there because with Wilson, but they don't really have that defense, the Legion of Boom anymore. Pretty much the NFC is open, dude. I think
the NFC is really open. I mean, the AFC, like I said, it's the Chiefs. I think The Steelers and Ravens, I think, will probably play in the playoffs, and that will settle that. But the thing is, the Chiefs. Ultimately, the NFC is wide open. Anyone could win the NFC,
Yeah,
and
I
I wouldn't
think
be
so too.
surprised.
Yeah. There's not a clear cut team, but what really scary would be the Saints. I said it before on the show too, that when they're healthy and stuff, and when Drew Brees, fight breaking out, it's a little scuffle, throw the flag. No, I'm just playing. When Drew Brees is on his game and when they're healthy, which means that when they have all their weapons and that defense is there, they're scary, dude. Especially what they did with Tampa.
I'm not a Saints guy. I've
So
been. I mean, Preston has probably infected me. He's all Saints, of course, and I don't think the Saints are that good. I just
Preston.
I think Breeze is just kind of washed. He can't throw. He's late era Peyton Manning now with his neck.
Yep.
So that's pretty disappointing there.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's always a hit and miss when it comes to him now.
My sleeper team is the team that many people told me I should have been a fan of this year. The coach I wanted on the Jets, and the quarterback I don't like at all. It is the Cardinals. Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray.
You wanted Cliff as your coach?
Yeah, I would have cut a pinky.
We never heard that before.
I would have cut my pinky off for Cliff Kingsbury.
Wow, a Raider and a Cowboy.
Yeah, exactly. I would have been him or Matt Rule. The Jets interviewed Matt Rule, and
I don't know why they did not pull the trigger on Matt Rule.
Because they were a year early on Matt Rule. That's the issue. They were before his big year in Baylor. They were like, oh, he's nice. Let's not hire
just
him.
done it anyway.
And then fucking Adam Gase.
Yeah, and then of course, okay.
No, the Jets would be too good if they had Matt Rule. So shout out to him.
Well, we know Adam Gates is gone, and if they do run the table and do get Trevor Lawrence, who would be that coach? That head coach?
Enemy, baby. That's how the Jets get me back in. Hire a black head coach, please.
And then I'm sorry, who did you say?
Eric Bieniemy, the
Chief offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's how they get me back in. Woody Johnson's a racist asshole who works for a certain president of ours, former president.
Fucker. He lost.
So he's an asshole. So why don't we hire a black head coach to win our fan base back over or something? I don't know. It's maybe a token hire, but he's a great coach. He gets the best quarterback to come out of the draft. Start fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Douglas is a pretty good GM, I think. I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Adam Gase.
I like it.
Adam Gase is going to go down as one of the worst head coaches of the modern era, but I'll always have fond memories of Mr. Adam Gase because he's the best.
Miami and New York.
Yeah, he's honestly the best asset they have right now. Just keep losing. Please keep losing.
Yeah, he's not gonna get the Bill O'Brien treatment. He's gonna finish the whole season, then lose his job.
No, his punishment should be to coach his shitty ass team that he's made. No. Coach this team, give us these L's, get us fucking Lawrence. We'll trade Sam Darnold for a second pick. I love Sam Darnold.
Let me ask you. I know you love Sam Darnold, but let me ask you this: when it comes to them getting the first round, do they do it all the way and claim 0 wins? As in the Detroit Lions, so. The second team ever to ever have 0 wins in a season would be.
I'm gonna let you know now, Andrew. I've already thought about it.
Okay,
and I've said I wasn't a Jets fan. Blah blah blah. I have a lot of mixed emotions about the Jets. But when they lock up that first overall pick, I'm gonna go. I'll go ahead to my DH gate, and I'm gonna go ahead Lawrence 4. Order the Jets jersey. My first Jets jersey I'll ever have. I don't even have a Sanchez jersey, and I will make sure it's a Lawrence number 4 jersey.
Number 4.
I think that's what his number he wears. I don't fucking know, to be honest. I have no fucking idea. When I think of him, I think of him as the number 4.
Number 4 has that Mox number.
I'm gonna look that up right now because he could.
I think he's like 10.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just think he's a number 4. I guess I just put age like an idiot. Oh my god, he's 16. That's disgusting. 16. Yeah, he's got to change that.
I mean, he could possibly do it.
He's not going to. I'm going to have to get a 16. That sucks. But, I'm going to get the jersey. No problem. Call it in.
Go for it, dude. Go for it. But since, we like to bash my team all the damn time, and I like to bash them sometimes too, What were your thoughts on that game with the Steelers? And I wish I could have Jay still here to tell me his freaking thoughts and how scared he was because they thought they were going to lose.
It was hilarious.
I loved it.
I bet on the Steelers -14. Of course, they didn't cover because they're fucking dickheads. So yeah,
Sorry.
no, I was heated. I was very disappointed. Garrett Gilbert. It's hilarious that people forgot he went to UT.
Yeah, no, SMU too.
Yeah, no, everyone just forgot he went to UT. He the immediate guy after Colt McCoy.
He was the one who came in on the national championship game
Yes.
when Colt got hurt, and everybody thought, "Oh, we got a quarterback on our hands because of what he did in that game."
No, and in fact, they did not have a quarterback on their hand. No.
I was one of those until the next season just went play.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I'm glad that I remember that. Shout out to Garrett Gilbert. You know.
And then here comes Chase. Ha!
Hey man, I mean, maybe the
He was a better quarterback.
I have a question for you, and this is something I would even consider doing if I was Jerry Jones and whoever the general manager is, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Say the Cowboys suck so bad they get the number 2 pick. You know, let's live in that reality.
All
for
right.
a second. They don't win a game. The number two wins is enough. Justin Fields is right there. Justin Fields is apparently really good. He is supposed to be really good. Do you just know what? I don't want to pay Dak, and I want to keep this rookie quarterback going, and I want to use the lower salary cap hit so I can build around him again. That's cold blooded as fuck.
That would be cold blooded as fuck, especially what Dak did for you when the games that he was there, and look what you're doing when he is not there. Granted, yeah, you don't have a fucking line. I don't care. I tell these people, especially when people are at work, because they always call me the Cowboy fan or whatever, and I'm just like, I guarantee you, if Dak was still there and this line was still the line that they are now, we would still be winning freaking games. We wouldn't be what it is now, but we still be winning games. We'll still be at least the number 1 team in the NFC East, guaranteed, if Dak was still there. And you still had those injuries to the offensive line and all that. He would still put this team in the playoffs, and it would show you still of what he is capable of and what his leaderships are. Qualities, all that, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just saying, if that does happen, because there was some scenarios out there like, well, what happens if, they start tanking to get Trevor Lawrence or whatever, and, Jets win a couple here or there, and Cowboys are in the number 1, and would you get Trevor Lawrence or would you trade it? Hence Jimmy Johnson, because you already got your fucking quarterback already. You already got your so-called running back, who ever since he got paid has been fucking butterfingers. And then you got your receivers on the outside. So why don't you beef up that line again with those draft picks? If you do get those top picks, because, okay, yeah, you want to get Justin Fields if you're there at number 2. Okay, cool. He's a superstar in college. But that's in college. You would have to fit to his system. And granted, when you have Kellen Moore there, he would fit to his system. It's pretty much basically Kellen Moore run at Boise State if you get Justin Fields. And it's hence a la what they have there in Arizona with Kyler Murray. Except Justin Fields is just a little bit bigger, slightly, than Kyler. So if that's the scenario you want to go ahead and play out, there you go. If that happens, if they do pull the trigger and say, you know what, sorry, Dak, you're done. We're going to go here. Going to save us some money because we don't have to pay you freaking $35 million when that $35 million can be spread out within the next 4 years with this rookie quarterback, because there's no more high paid players anymore. Hence Sam Bradford with his $75 million rookie contract or whatever it was. There's none of that anymore for rookies. Rookies now are on rookie deals, and that's your rookie deal. Wherever you get drafted, that would be your rookie deal. So, for instance, top 5 will get those $35 million contracts or whatever it is, and with that $20 million guarantee. And you do that with Justin Fields, Dak goes somewhere else. And if that does happen and Dak goes somewhere and he freaking just shows up and shows out and just put everybody in their freaking place, wow. Boy, are the Cowboys, or should I say that Jerry Jones is going to look fucking stupid. Even more stupid than he already does.
Yeah, it's something I would look over really hard. Like I mean, it's a franchise altering decision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never been a big Justin Fields guy. If it was Trevor Lawrence, I'd really do it, honestly, but they're not going to be that bad. So, and I don't think they'll even be as bad enough to get to Fields, but it would be very,
No, I
very
think they'll
interesting.
maybe top 5, 6.
Yeah, they'll be in a place for a great lineman.
Yes,
So.
I think so. You know what? If they're there, if there's a badass fucking left tackle, get him. Why not? I mean, yes, you do or did have the best left tackle in the game, but he's out having, I think, arm surgery or leg surgery, one of the two. Why not build your left side again? Why not build up that blind side and to protect your freaking franchise quarterback by getting a franchise left tackle? And then move Tyson to the right, move Collins back into guard, still have Connor on the left guard, and then once you have Joe Looney in the middle, boom, there's your fucking stack offensive line, freaking almost maybe similar to that big offensive line of the Cowboys in the Super Bowls. Just saying, if they ever get there.
I wish this is my pea brain. I try out every day to be an NFL GM or a GM of anything. And I'm just like, you know what? If I was a Cowboys,
I would do if I was GM.
I'd just be like, we're gonna draft strictly offensive linemen this draft. We're not drafting anything else.
You already got pretty much everything.
We're fine. We're fine. We need maybe some defense here, defense there, but we are going to draft multiple offensive linemen in this draft because if we are as good at scouting as we say we are, we can't miss on all of them.
Yep.
Got to hit on 2 at least. 2 of 3. If you hit 2 or 3 offensive linemen in a draft, it's fine.
People think Connor was going to work out because everybody thought he was too small. He's doing pretty good. He's still on that starting spot on that left side.
Maybe
for the past 3 years,
but
I mean, he can only do so much because he doesn't have Tyron there on the left side anymore to help him out and to tell him what to do and to coach him up. He doesn't have him on the sideline, but you got to remember now Connor is that pretty much older guy in the group. Granted, he's still young. So, but we'll see where it goes, man. And then when it comes to college too, you guys still have a shot of making it to the college football playoffs. You guys got to win out in order to get there. If we make it to the Big 12 title game and say like how you say we're going to lose against you, we'll make it to a New Year's 6 bowl. I'm happy. But you know what's kind of scary, though, is Kansas for me. Because somehow or another, yeah, I said it. Somehow or another, when it comes for these past 3 seasons against Texas, Kansas always gives them a big ordeal. But we'll see how it goes this weekend. Who do you guys got this weekend, or do you have a bye week?
Bye week, and then the most stressful week of my year.
Ooh, Bedlam, really? Already? That day.
Yeah, I fucking hate that it's not the last football game of the year anymore. Because literally, my whole year crescendos at Bedlam. Like I build up to Bedlam every year to the football season. I get disappointed, and then everything else is downhill from there. Like I remember my freshman year at Oklahoma State. We of course was the last game. We were undefeated back then, not a big deal. We beat TCU. We destroyed a ranked TCU team, a good TCU team. And then Baylor comes in with Jared Stidham, kicks our ass. That was awesome. Shout out to Baylor because it wasn't just that. It was Jared Stidham was like the 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah.
at Baylor. And like he came in and just dominated. And I was like, what the fuck? This is stupid. And then we got our shit pumped by Baylor and by Oklahoma and Baker Mayfield for the Big 12 title the next game. That was at home too. That was fun. And then Andrew, you want to hear the topped it off? This is my freshman year. This is when I was peak Oklahoma State.
Okay.
We play Ole Miss with Laramie Tunsil and all the guys that they paid to come to Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl. And we got fucking slaughtered. Absolutely fucking slaughtered.
Bong Tunsil. Bong.
Yeah,
Tunsil.
He scored a touchdown in that game too.
He did. I remember that game.
Yeah. I'll never forget that too.
You never know, dude. Y'all can. It's the ball's in y'all's court, bro. You got to do what you got to do, and
the ball's in Spencer Sanders' court. If he wants to stop turning over the ball, I wouldn't hate it.
There you go, bro.
I wouldn't.
I literally said this on ESPN the other day when I was for the Rock the Mic, and they asked me, "Is there a Big 12 team going to be going into the college football playoff? And they asked who, and I literally said Oklahoma State.
Hey, I'm good.
I said it. I'm not that much of a homer like
I'm
you
glad
people
that
call
you
me out to
listened.
be, but yeah, if they win out, that would be the team from the Big 12 to go into the college football playoff because they only got one loss. It was to Texas, and they weren't even ranked. So I'm just saying.
I don't think honestly, I don't think Oklahoma State would make it still. I still don't think even if we
It's not enough.
Yeah, I honestly don't think.
Even if they blow everybody out.
Yeah, no, I
true. And the defense shows up because they are the best defense in the Big 12.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious. It would take Notre Dame losing, and I don't think Notre Dame plays anyone worth a damn because I think.
Well, they still got to play Clemson again in the ACC title game. They didn't have Trevor.
I mean, even if they do play Clemson again, I think they'll just call that a wash.
Okay.
Because I think Clemson. I think there's no way you can't put Clemson in there. They'd have to lose a second game, so they're going to be the at-large bid, I guess. Then you have Alabama, of course. Ohio State's going to make it, of course, because they're the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And then the Pac-12 doesn't have anyone that's worth shit, and the Big 12 gets pushed out.
Well, we'll have to find out. We'll have to see. There are some games that are not going to be playing. There are some games that are, so we'll just see how it goes, man. Well, that's going to be pretty much it when it comes to the film room. We're going to be here live every Thursday night at Pub Sports Radio Studios here in downtown Southtown 101. I'm your host, Texas Drew, along with Josie. Don't forget to wash your hands, wear the mask, stay 6 feet apart. Y'all be safe out there. I am out. Peace.